Yo, I straight up gotta make this video right now. And I'm surprised some of my videos don't get 1 million views for the stuff I talk about. I'm obsessed with the transformational breakthroughs where your life changes in an instant. And in this case, it's about making more money. So when I started my landscaping business, I was trapped pulling people's weeds and trimming bushes and putting down mulch. Well, I mean, I was building my business, but my prices were way too low. And here's one instance where I had a significant, huge jump in income overnight, bro. So my friend William is an arborist, and he's a master at trimming and removing trees, bro. This guy, unbelievable, right? So he keeps telling me, he's like, I'm telling you, the money is in tree work. Now, this is not a video about tree work. It's just about making more money and realizing your worth. So I had no idea how to trim trees. Like, I got a magnolia tree behind me right now, up there. And you obviously shouldn't be trimming trees unless you're trained and all that. But so my landscaping customer, I was mowing their lawn for 20 bucks a week and doing like $140 in invoices a month, pulling weeds and putting down tiny stuff, right? And I was so frustrated because I needed more money and I needed big chunks of money to come into my life. This little petty 100, to get out of debt dude. Anyways, the customer's like, I need a quote for trimming all my trees. I'm like, well, I got the guy for you, my friend William. I'll bring him over. He'll give you a quote. William walks around with my customer, right? Very calm and confident. Maybe the beard helps. I'll put his tag below. I love William. And he gives the customer a price that's more than triple my average invoice to this, my client. And my client just goes, yeah, let's do it. And then the customer goes back in the house and I'm like, how did you just do that? He goes, what? I said, you just literally just met my customer and you walked around and we were going to do the job together, and you gave them a price that was triple, and they just said yes like it was nothing. Bro, and I freaked out emotionally. Now, you could 10x this amount. You can go from $200 to $300 to $2 to $3 grand, or $2 to $3 grand to 20 to 30 grand per invoice, depending on what you're doing. You could start literally, 10xing. But back in the day, this is what it was. And William just looked at me, he goes, these are tree prices, bro. He wasn't trying to have an attitude. He was just saying, like, bro, I'm worth more than that. We're worth more than that. This is tree trimming, bro. It's not pulling weeds. I made up that part. So then all of a sudden I was like, you got to teach me. So within a few months, he's teaching me how to trim Bradford pear trees. He's teaching me how to trim crabapple trees. And we start banging out these jobs in these like huge multi-million-dollar homes where there's Bradford pear trees wrapped all the way around a corner lot, like, 14 trees, $200 a piece, $2,800 in a day. Boom. And like I started doing stuff like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 in a week. I remember I did $5,400 in a week. And with that, a 50% profit margin. I don't know, I made like $3 grand in a week. But now back then, when I was in a 1-bedroom apartment with an eviction notice and broke and had never made more than $15, $16 an hour in my life, so starting my own business, to make $3 grand profit in a week, come on, bro. I called it my buddy Eric Reno. I think he already hit $1 million in his roofing business. He's like, how much you make this week, dog? I was like, bro, $3 grand. He goes, let's go. So you start hitting those weeks. Now, it's all relative to where you're at. But back then, that felt like we're making 10 grand a week. That type of money coming into my life, I was able to pay off, get rid of the eviction notice. Finally, my wife and I could get ahead on the bills and go out to eat. Finally, we can go up north and go somewhere for our wedding anniversary. Finally, we could start saving up and getting out of debt to getting a nicer place to live. And that type of money is the difference that when you learn your worth. So here's my point. Before I get too far off track, here's my point of this whole video. When William said to me, that's tree prices, bro. I said, all right, so how much should I charge for that crabapple over there? Or how much should I charge for that Bradford pear? He's like, $250 for that. You can get $350 for that all day. And I was like, what? So because this is so powerful, because of what he taught me, I didn't have any preconceived notions in my mind or any weird emotional scarcity, poverty hangups or fear around it. I just walked into the tree thing. This is so weird. I just walked in automatically thinking that that's what the prices was because that's what William said, and I automatically started tripling my average ticket job and invoice and profit to each client because I didn't have any weird emotional scarcity hangups, because I didn't have any previous experience with tree trimming. Tree trimming is just an example. So what I mean is you can literally walk into something, and like you say, let's say you start doing patios, right? Of course you got to learn to do it properly and you're putting your name and your integrity. But let's just say you're like, oh, that patio's 12 grand. Oh, that one's 20 grand. Oh, that one's 35 grand. Well, what are you kidding me? That's 35 grand. Because just that's what you were taught, right? And you might literally quadruple your average ticket job overnight and start making way more money. Greg Woodstock, the pond guy, he has this thing called Aquascape in this event called Pondemonium. And Greg's an interesting guy because he's completely abundant. I don't know how this just came up real quick, but he says that like installing luxury ponds and water features, it's mathematically proven. It's something like it's the highest profit margin thing that you can do. And next is like luxury outdoor living spaces. So for me, we don't do luxury outdoor living spaces. We do landscaping and ornamental tree trimming. Ornamental tree trimming year after year after year is the highest profit and margin thing that we do. Why? I thought that would stop it. That's loud. Because that's something that the customer can't reach or really doesn't want to reach. So we have a $700 average ticket job, and this isn't a video about me, it's a video about you. When you step into something without this weird preconceived notion in your head, how do I frickin' explain it? You could just immediately just start getting the results because you don't have any negative baggage that goes along with it. So I hope that served you. I'm Keith Kalfas. We're on a landscape job right now, and I'm fired up. I wish you the best of success. Hey, I have a brand new program coming out called VA Mastery, Virtual Assistant Mastery, and you can get my free course that'll teach you how to hire virtual assistants, real humans that help you semi-automate all the marketing and administrative side of your business. It's amazing. Go to keithkalfas.com/VA Mastery. And I'll put a link in the description below for you, and please subscribe if you haven't already. We just hit 150,000 subscribers. What? My podcast, the Untrapped Podcast, just crossed 750,000 downloads on Apple and Spotify. My window cleaning blueprint YouTube channel just crossed 20,000 subscribers. My I Am Ability YouTube channel just crossed 5,000 subscribers. We just sold 10,000 books, and I'm pumped, bro. Let's get it.